Hey fam, what is good? Welcome once again to my humble space, my humble home studio here in Somerset, United Kingdom. My name is Cam Cuba, and this is my space BeatLab. And beforehand, I would like to say I'm sorry. I have been quite absent for quite some time. I've been extremely busy. As you can see, my live DJ setup has been growing, and it's because I started working on a radio program on a independent online Cuban DJ station, and yeah, basically that's been consuming most of my time. I needed to understand how that process works. And today I want just to share with you my experience so far and my setup. So yeah, you know that this channel is all about the behind the scene of my process, and this is not an exception. I want to share with you my process behind my radio show, which is called Global Groove, but more on that after the intro, so let's get into it. So welcome once again. As you can see, the setup is different. I have my production station in front of me. This is basically what I make my beats, I make my music, I mix and master and all of that fun stuff. But on this side, I have my live station, and the heart of that station is going to be my XDJ-XZ from Pioneer / Alpha Theta. All the music comes from here. And I have also my Ableton Move. This is my sample station, and basically all the jingles, all the sounds that I want to play when I'm live, it's coming from here. I love this workflow because this gives me so much flexibility to work with samples and effects. It's just great. It's fantastic, not only to sketch idea but for radio shows, because it's so portable that right now it's powered by battery. I'm not using anything, any power source other than the battery, and I can play all my sounds, my samples from here, my jingles, effects, anything that I want to do. And the cool thing about this workflow is like I'm not restricted, because when you, for example, when you bounce a sound effect as a sample, as a one shot, and you put it in a DJ software, you have some limitation towards how much you can stretch the sound to find the right tempo. For example, if you put like an echo on a sample and that echo has a specific tempo, when you're playing the music that is in a completely different tempo, that echo feels completely off, like it doesn't belong to it. But the fact that I have my samples on the Ableton Move, that allow me to control the overall tempo, to match the overall tempo of the project that I'm working with, and that will match the tempo of the song. So the effect is playing in real time. It's not an effect that is baked into the sound. It's an effect that is applied to the sound on the Ableton Move, and because of that, it matched the tempo perfectly. It's just beautiful the way it sounds. So yeah, I'm loving this workflow. So Ableton Move, not only for sketching but also for playing live samples, is just incredible. A drum machine, something like that. Apart from that, when I'm doing interviews and stuff like that, I can make pretty much like any beats on the go. So I have a set of a few beats already pre-made on the Ableton Move that I can use for my interviews. So as a basically the ambient underneath of the interview, so I can give a little bit of a vibe depending on the type of interview that I'm making. So Ableton Move, an essential part of this workflow. Again, I'm sending the sound of Ableton Move to channel number 3 of my XDJ, so I can control that with this fader as well, and also I can apply effects, extra effects if I want to, from this unit. Then I will have the RØDECaster Pro II. This is the latest edition of the setup. I got it basically because I know that I have 2 mics built in on the XDJ-XZ, and I started using those mics. But the thing is, like, the microphone that I'm using are these RØDE PodMic. and they are brilliant. They are absolutely amazing. The problem with these mics is the fact that they need a lot of power, and the preamp of this controller is not enough to power this, so I ended up having to boost almost all the way to have some decent level on my microphone, and that will introduce noise. So I needed something powerful that can feed this mic, and I mean, I think that one of the best solution will be the RØDECaster. Essentially, I bought it for two main reasons. I needed to power the microphone, but also when I need to travel for, I don't know, holidays, so I need to still do my radio show, and I need to be able to do my radio show no matter where I am. So this is a very portable solution. I can bring my Reloop Mixer Pro with me, and paired with this I will still have access to all my functions. Basically, I can have a microphone here, I can have the music moving towards here, which is basically what I'm doing right now. The music is coming from the XDJ-XZ, and then from here to my computer and to the streaming services. The other thing that is super cool about this one is the fact that I can take or route the audio from the mic to one of the headphones output. That's basically my solution, because I wanted to be able to monitor the music so my headphones to be connected on my XDJ-XZ. The problem with that was, like, I have a main output which is a stereo, and it's for the speakers, and I needed those for my speaker in the studio because I wanted to monitor the sound of the show, and I wanted to have the vibe. If I have guests in the studio, I wanted to be able to enjoy, you know, like everyone enjoying the vibe. And the only way for me to do that was by routing the audio from the mic to one of the headphone output. In this case, I have a headphone number 4, and back to the XDJ-XZ, where I can basically monitor the microphone and the music and pre-cue the next song and do my mixes with no problem. So basically that was the idea behind that, and I'm very happy with this workflow. So yes, I wanted just to share that with you. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do any sort of specific tutorial about any specific gear that I have, or any specific connection, routing, any of those things that I've been talking today, a little bit more in an overview episode, the breakdown of the setup. Let me know. I'm happy to do that for future episodes. Yeah, this is gonna be a short one. I just wanted to say hello, share with you what I've been doing. The show is called Global Groove, the radio show. If you are in the UK, it's live every Wednesday from 2 to 4 at the moment, but normally it's from 3 to 5. The thing is, like, the Cuban the station is in Cuba. The director of the station is in Cuba. The station is called Cuban's DJ Pro Radio. I'm gonna put it somewhere in here. CubansDJProRadio.com is the website where you can go and listen to the shows live. There's not only my show, there's lots of Cuban DJ show that you can go and enjoy on that platform. I'm really happy with the work that we are doing. And if you are in Europe, it's gonna be depending on where you are in Europe, France, Spain, all of that will be an hour later. So if it's 2 to 4, it would be 3 to 5 over there. If you are in Cuba, it's gonna be from 10 to 12, or in that area of Latin America and stuff like that. The show is in Spanglish. I talk to both communities, Anglo and Spanish communities, and it's all about exploring the music style from every corner of the planet. So I'm trying to, you know, explore sounds and the sonic of the planet in this show. Let me know if you want to know more about the workflow, setup, stuff like that. Leave it in the comment section below. Apologies again for my distance, my silence for a while. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. I really appreciate the support, but I've really been busy on that journey. If you want to listen to the recap of my previous episode of my previous shows, it's gonna be on my other channel, Cuba, which is the official channel where I release all my final product. Also, the last news that I want to share with you is that I just released my new EP, a full 20th anniversary, basically remixing songs that I released with my band back in the day in Santiago, from Santiago de Cuba. And that band was called Sentimiento Rapero, and I wanted to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the release of that demo, remixing the main 3 tracks that were a boom back in Santiago back in the day, and you know, just a little bit of a gift and celebration to my ex-bandmates. And yeah, so listen to a full on any streaming platform. I'm going to be releasing promotional videos here in YouTube, of course on my other channel, Cuba, but I want to share some of that process with you on this channel, Orun Kingdom Lab. I hope you're okay wherever you are. That's it for me for now. See you on the next one. Irebo Bache.
Orun Kingdom Music.